Welcome back to OpenLine. Tonight I am here with John Navin of John Navin and Associates. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
Important topic tonight. We can't discount it. The 5 mistakes to avoid when thinking about retirement. It is a topic that can be tough to think about. It can be stressful, but if you do it now, you get over that hump of being scared about it, it can really pay off in the future. We've talked about the first mistake, and that's not having a plan and then not revisiting that plan. We're going to get to the second mistake in just a second, but I do want to talk to Don. We invite your calls tonight. If you have a call about retirement planning, go ahead and give us a holler. The number's at the bottom of the screen, 737+. Don, go ahead with your question. Thank you for calling in tonight.
Yes, I want to talk about, I know this is probably unrelated, but it's these payday loan places. Now that they have a new type of loan that they're offering people, the people that need help, you know, now this loan is like to where they're charging you interest for every day that that loan is out there. And so therefore you can never really, say if you borrow $700, and if they charge you $5.65 a day on that loan, you can be done paid in 200 and something bucks on it. And if you look at the math on it, when you go in there and say you get paid every 2 weeks, if you already base it off of a 2-week payday loan, but it's a different loan now. Now they got it to where, I mean, it'll take you forever to pay the loan off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of their strategy, right?
That's what's going on these days.
Yeah.
And Don, you may in a roundabout way have taken us to our second mistake, which is living too large.
And it's so easy to do.
It is very easy to do. And so then we get caught up living too large and living above our means, and then now we got to find a quick way to get out. And just like Don
you're roped
mentioned,
into this loan that you can't get out of.
You just got to keep. You'll never get ahead. The interest on those, I mean, I've seen them as high as 40%. So my suggestion would be do not even go anywhere near any of those places, because you will not get out from underneath it.
No, there's a reason they're in business, and it's to do business and make money.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about living too large.
Living too large.
We live in a society of instant gratification. Got to have it now. Got to have it bigger. Ooh, that can be hard to rein in. What are your tips there? What do you tell your clients when you see their balance sheet not adding up?
Yeah. Well, this is kind of a. I'll go personal for a second.
Okay.
Not too personal, but we'll go a little personal.
So are you going to cry on me, John?
No, I won't cry, I
Are we going to have an Oprah moment?
No. Where's the tissue? No, we're okay. This is probably 2005. And so we just mentioned off the air that I moved to Tennessee in 2007. 2005, I had a home in Chicago and a home in Wisconsin. And so business was good. I've been in the business at that time. I started in 1993, so I've been around a while. But I started looking around at all this stuff, and I was furnishing 2 houses, and the lifestyle that I created, it wasn't making me happy. And I said, this is not the answer. And it was about the same time that clients were coming to me and they were saying, John, I've got money, but I'm just not happy. And it hit me at the same time. I said, money is not going to make you happy. Lack of money will definitely make you unhappy. So it was, for me, no, I won't cry, but it's not a cheerful moment. But in 2005, when I was sitting in my driveway in Wisconsin, I said, something's got to change. And this is not the way that it is. So it is scary. It takes courage. It takes a plan. But that's, in essence, how I got to Tennessee. So I moved here, uprooted everything.
So I'm starting over?
Yep.
This is the way it's going to be. You had a plan.
Had a plan.
Yeah.
I didn't then. I just knew I wasn't happy. And so I said, I got to do something to make. And I think if people look, and again, we see some people. I don't see it with my clients. When my clients come in, for the most part, they have their spending under control. They know where they are. They know what their number is. They don't always start that way, so let me back up. When people first come in, that's not where they are. When I say client, I think of people that have been working with me for a number of years, and it doesn't happen anymore. But when you first come in, you do have to look and you have to go, what is truly important in my life? Is it having a $4 cup of coffee every day, or is it being able to put $4 a day at Starbucks is what's that, 20 bucks a week?
4 times 7, 28 bucks. Yeah.
Oh, 7, that's even better. That's $130 a month. $130 a month in a retirement plan over 20 years. It's a huge number.
It is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of ways that you can do things and enjoy life and love life, but live within your means. Because if you live too large, it'll come back and bite you, and you'll chase it forever. So whether you talk about payday loan, I don't know the name of the companies.
Right.
So whoever they are, stay away from those and just live within your means.
What are some areas that when you look at your clients' spending and savings, what are some areas that you automatically say, okay, you got to rein this in? Are they common?
Yes.
Across the board?
Yes.
What are those?
Well, you'll see a big one that happens after they retire is eating out more. So they don't cook as much. So they get out of the habits that they used to be in, and so now they're eating out more. Lifestyle changes. It's a little bit more lax. More money is spent on leisure activities. More money is spent on travel. Prior to retirement, I think what I want to talk most about is there are not good or bad expenses. So I see lots of stuff. And this is where, if a husband and wife come in and sit down, Joe and Mary sit down. Joe may say, I love golf, and that's a key priority to me. Mary may say, I want to get my mani-pedi and make sure that I still have it.
Right.
So
that's a key priority to her. It is to me too.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying, whatever it is, we have to make sure that we keep that in the budget, because those are things that are going to make you happy.
Yeah.
And you want to be happy.
Right.
So just work around those things, and then you can look and go, okay, wait a minute. You have television channels. You have, all the movie packages, and you're spending $300 a month on cable. Do you watch TV? No. Well,
get rid of it.
There's, $100 less. You could. There's lots of ways to reduce expenses, and it's small numbers. It's not big stuff.
They do add up over time if you can just take that little bite out. It's like how to eat an elephant. One bite at a time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And a lot of people, we touched on this just a few minutes ago, but it's worth mentioning again. You think when you retire you're going to spend less. No. Because you have more free time. That wallet's sitting right there, and I'm just going to run up to the store, and then we'll go check out this store, and we're going to go on this trip.
And it's a new lifestyle. I would say plan between 80 and 100% of your income.
Okay.
Now you will spend less in gas, and you'll spend less in, clothing. But you'll spend more in other areas. So we want to.
And one thing that I've noticed, and you pointed out in the notes for this, you also need to plan for the psychological shift when it comes to retiring, and that's what having a plan can really help you do. Because a lot of people retire and they're like, this is boring. Like, I don't like this. What do I do now? What am I going to do for the next 20 or 30 years?
We've got neighbors, clients that come in. My neighbor specifically, I know, is talking about going back to work. He said, I enjoy going to work. The difference being now you can go with choices. And that's the whole thing that we're trying to create. We want to create an opportunity where people go back and they do what they love. Don't go back because you have to, or because you're bored. I mean, those can be two things, but do it because now what is it you love to do? And that's where your purpose and passion comes into play, and now you can make a difference in the world, because you're doing it you're not doing it because you need the money, you're doing it because you want to make a difference. You
want to do it. Absolutely. You want to do it.
But we are seeing that the lifestyle change is really a big one too. Another couple came in, and I said, how are you guys going to handle retirement? Bob's going to be home all the time now. And Bob said, we're going to get part-time jobs. I said, really, what are you guys going to do? We said, well, Mary's going to work 3 days of work, and I'm going to work the other 3 days a week, so we're not all
together all the time.
And your friends are at work. You've got relationships that you may have developed for 15, 20, 30 years. So you have to be prepared psychologically and relationally to address retirement.
Such a good tip. And speaking of the number, we can plan right now what we need, but let's just say a golf outing right now costs X amount of money. In 5, 10, 20 years, that golf outing, or even that eating out or going out to eat, or that trip, or medical care is going to cost maybe 10 times more. That's something you got to plan for.
Inflation and taxes are two of them. There's a rule of 72. You familiar with this?
I am not.
All right.
Okay, teach me something.
The rule of 72 basically says if you take the interest rate that you're earning, divide it into, or 72 divided by, let's say it's 8%. So that will tell you how often your money is going to double. So if you can earn 8% on your money will double every 9 years. Now let's go back to what you just brought up with inflation. The average rate of inflation is about 3%. So 72, 3 divided by 72, or 72 divided by 3 probably sounds like an easier math problem. 23, 24 years. So every 24 years, your purchasing power is cut in half. So you're going to need twice as much money 24 years from now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's big. And taxes are another one.
We're going to get to that.
Okay.
We are going to get to that. Save that for just a second.
Right.
Lots more to talk about. We've gone over 2 steps, 2 mistakes that you want to avoid for planning your retirement. When we come back, we'll get to the other 3. We're going to take hopefully more phone calls. The lines are open, so if you have a question that you're rolling around in the back of your head, we would love to hear from you tonight. Go ahead and give us a call, 737+. We will be right back.